Alright, replacing power steering pump on a 2006 Dodge Charger Police Special. It'll make sense later. It's a 2006 Charger police car with a 5.7 Hemi and the power steering pump that I put on there from Napa Auto Parts doesn't seem to want to work because this is a cop car. It needs everything from the dealer, which makes everything way more expensive. Take a guess how much the power steering pump costs with the core charge. That's right, 240 bucks, which is the opposite of 420. A lot of 420s on this car. So anyway, you gotta loosen up the air cleaner bolt here, and then remove the air intake. Then you gotta remove the air cleaner housing, the serpentine belt, this bolt here, which is a number 5 Allen, maybe it's a metric, I'm not sure, and then a metric number 8 back there, which you should use a pipe wrench, but I did it without one, so there you go. So right here is the tensioner for the belt. You can use a ratchet and a pipe on top, of that, and then you can take the serpentine belt off. There's 3 10mm bolts. Here's one of them that go into the engine block. You can get to it through the pulley. There's holes in the pulley. Once you get the belt off, you can turn the pulley so you can take out things. And then you'll have to remove the pulley and put a new one on. Unless you already have one, then you can put the new one on, the new pulley, the new pump, that is. There goes my focus. There's my focus. Focus! There we go. Okay, so I already took off the air intake. There's the throttle body all nice and clean and shiny. Yeah, buddy. So I'm going to take off this next. What you do with these clips right here, 2 clips. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, before you take off these 2 clips, you got to take off the PVC intake hose, just right here. There we go. And I already placed this so it's yummy. Okay, and then you're going to want to take out this bolt and remove the resonator box, which is next to the power steering pump. So you got elbow room. That's what it looks like. Goes in that hole right there. Right there. I've already taken it out before and put in padding, which you might want to do just for any rattle annoying noises. Okay, now that we've got the box out, I'm going to put my ratchet and my motherfucker bar together, and they're going to go in that little hole right down here in the belt tensioner, which is right here. This is a belt tensioner, and this has got to go down there, not on the bolt, but down there. Okay, I got my ratchet and my big old bar, and just a little bit this way, and the belt gets loose. I don't know if you can see that. Turns a little bit. I can't do it with one hand, so. And come on, focus. And then the belt slips off. And there's your belt. Remember to do a drawing of the routing, how it goes back and forth, so you can put it back on correctly. Okay, so we got the belt off, and we got some paper towels, rags, whatever you got down there for when you take the hoses off, because they'll be bleeding. And like I say, there's a way through the pulley for the bolts. When you're ready, I already got those loose, and we're ready to take this hose off, because the new one comes with a bob installed, so we're going to go and use the factory brand new, supposedly, pipe and power steering pump. So since there's going to be some bleeding, put down some towels when you take this off, and they got some plastic bags, so we can hopefully prevent too much from falling out of the reservoir. Okay, or maybe I'll just let it all drain. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that's hosed off. There it is. I put a baggie on it and some rubber bands to keep it from leaking. And then down here is a number 8 metric. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There it is. Okay, make that a number 18. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That bolt is an 18. Right there. So there it is. Put it in a plastic bag. Where did you go? I can't see anymore. There it is. Make sure the little rubber doobab, come on, focus, focus, on the end of that is in good working order. I just recently replaced it, so it is. Alright, now on to taking off the bump. What did I say? Bulb? Okay, well there's the old one. There's the new one. They have 3 bolt pattern, as I say. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't lose the bolts. Put them somewhere safe, as you know, because you've already gone this far and you know that much. So now we're going to pull the pulley. Okay, now the pulley has a little notch on it right there. That these little dudes from your pulley kit that you bought or own now, or rented from O'Reilly. Put those 2 pieces together like this. Alright. Then you put this on. Got to put that in between them. Sorry. Put that on. And then you put the collar on. And then you find something that goes through these bolt holes into something down there so it doesn't turn while you're wrenching this down, which again I can't do with one hand. So I'm almost there. So I got a bolt going through the pulley into the bolt hole, and I got a ratchet on that bolt with my big bar here, and I just stand on it and like that, and just wrench it out. To get it started takes both feet, both hands, but we got her going now. So I get that pulley off because that's not part of the core charge. Ta-da! There you go. This is just a part that came with the pulley. Now it's all bent because I don't need it. It's to a Ford. And take out your socket. What socket with that? It's a little baby spark plug wrench. And take that off. And your doobob's out. And your fitting tool fit to be tied. And there you go. That's your pulley. And your busted pump. And all the blood and guts. Oh my goodness. Alright, now we got to put it back on. It got to be a lot more gentle on that one. So I got to take it to the shop and put it in a vise. Alright, we got the old pulley back on the new pump. I like the old pulley better. So basically you screw this on when the pulley's, well, lubricate the hell out of that shaft and the inside of the pulley. I use cam lube. So you screw this in all the way until it stops, and then you tighten that all the way up, and then you counterclockwise tighten this bad boy, or that way actually, clockwise, and it crushes on the pulley onto the shaft. You put this in the vise, not this. Put this end in the vise and tighten this bolt, crushes this onto the shaft without hurting the pump. So that's been done. Now we're going to install it in the car. So here's a shot of what's behind the pulley. a freeze plug. Who would know? So make sure you don't have any oil on the pulleys down there, and reinstall the pump. Alright, so something else you're going to need for this job is a magnet on a stick. I suppose you could make one, but I have one because I dropped my wrench way down there and it's stuck on the cowling, which you totally can't reach with your bare hands. You should probably have this thing up on a rack, on a ramp, and have all those taken off for when you do drop a bolt or a wrench. But anyway, I'm a badass, but nevertheless, I still dropped it. So it's good to have one of these magnet tools. Ta-da! Okay, so put the 3 bolts in, reconnected the hose. Didn't really like the way this factory hose clamp goes, so I put a manual one on as well. I was putting this hose back on. I was taking the plastic baggie off, and I flung the O-ring that goes on the tip here away, and so I had to replace it with a different one. Hopefully it will work. So when you're taking off the plastic baggies, be careful not to fling away the O-ring. And I got the belt back on and checked and cleaned up, and now I'm going to put the air box and air filter back on. Don't forget to hook up the PVC hose. Alright, resonator box is back on. Air cleaner shield, air intake, PVC hose, belts on. There's the new power steering pump, shiny, and everything looks good. So we're gonna start it up here in a little bit and do a final checky, make sure I don't have any tools laying around. Reservoir's filled back up. Everything is good, nice and tiny the way it was. Okay, so we're gonna start it up and see what she sounds like. Put right there so we can hear it. Everybody can hear it. And it sounds good. I'm going to run for a little bit, get some pressure up, see if there's any leaks. Otherwise it sounds yummy-licious, baby. And that's how you change a power steering pump on a 2006 Dodge Charger Pulley Special with a 5.7 Hemi. The reason I say Pulley Special is because it's special. Everything is dealer item on this car. Seriously.